Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello to
Hello.
those who are
Hello.
watching. Hello, Somichuku. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
I am Lemuelle Asunsao, and I am your VP Societies. I'm sure you're aware of that already. For those who don't know me watching, that's me. And yes, I am here with Somichuku. She is our president, right? From
Yeah.
Google Development Society. And Jack from our pharmacy society, right? That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be a very quick and chilled session where we will basically talk about their societies, you know more about how they were created, the reasons, what they're up to, what it had been for them so far, trying to get back to normal. So, we're going to chat around this. And if you have any questions, please make sure to pop up on the comment section and we'll make sure to answer all of them. Awesome, 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 awesome. We'll start from Sobachuku. Yeah? Sobachuku, please introduce yourself to us. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sobechuku Anwana, and studying MSc with IT with business intelligence. This is my third semester and the last one.
Ooh.
And yeah, I was appointed the Google Developer Student Club lead for
Mhm.
RGU in August last year. And
Okay.
so this is the first year of the club. And so I'm
Wow.
mostly responsible for making sure the club gets started with all the necessary um, structure and
Mm-hmm.
interest in place. Um, so about GDSA, Google Developer
Mm-hmm.
Student Club. GDSA is a community for students by students
Mm-hmm.
with the support of Google developers. The community is geared towards um, encouraging students and helping them to bridge the gap between classroom learning and
Mm-hmm.
practical experience. So in doing that, we try to like promote projects that will help students to transfer their knowledge from theory to practice. And as much as we would like to say that the club is for IT, but
Yeah.
personally, I would say that is not what it is. Although
Mm.
at the end of the day, there's some kind of technical interest that comes with it. But with technology comes a lot of things, right? Like there's technology in health, there's technology in
Mm-hmm.
communication, there's technology in agriculture, there's technology in
Yes.
economics, there's
Mm-hmm.
technology in business. So there's actually technology in everything we do.
In everything,
So
that's true.
so when I started last semester, I tried to like do more like an awareness to introduce the use of technology in different scope, right? Like technology in energy industry, technology in business, technology in the creative space. Like, I mean, I know some of us may know of the Google Arts and Culture Lab. I mean, they do a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
with, um, you know, history, arts, and so many interesting things that you wouldn't know exist in the
Yeah.
first place. Yeah, and they do
Mm-hmm.
all of that with technology. So for me, idea is that regardless of the space you're coming from, there is some kind of interest. There's a way for you to hinge on technology to grow your own
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, to
Mm-hmm.
grow your own skill, right? So it's more about harnessing some kind of technical skill to make you
Yeah.
better in your own space. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, GDS this during my time is to create that space where anyone, regardless of their domain, their knowledge, can come together and think of ways to solve a problem. And then
Yes.
if technically that is the way to go, if you
Mm-hmm.
need some technology skills to push that solution forward, then we push it forward. But that doesn't mean that if we there's another angle to the solution that is not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
technical, we won't try to push it forward. But it's just
Of course,
giving
yeah.
it a more like rounded and not limiting ourselves to the possibilities of
Mm.
solution, right? So if
Yeah.
technology can help us make that solution better, make that
Mm-hmm.
solution, be what it's supposed to be, then we try to
Mm-hmm.
make it happen. So one of the things that we provide for the some society, like training resources, like there are a lot of access to. I have a lot of access to some Google training resources, like Google Cloud Platform trainings, Flutter trainings, name them. So it's all about what are you interested in, right? And then we go to ask them for it, and they give it to us.
Yeah.
So it's just knowing about your interest, and then we can see how we can help. We're there to help ourselves. Actually, as we said, I said earlier, a community for students by students, right? And we're just there to be more like the middleman between other students and then the Google developers who have provided the platform to support students to foster that skill. So one of two of the things I would like to like let people know that it's ongoing now. Actually, there are three. There were two before today, and then I just remember the third one. So there are two things ongoing currently. There is the Ideathon Europe, which is for the chapters within Europe. And then there is the Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge, which is global for all the chapters in the world. And the one I'm going to focus more on is the Solution Challenge because it's something that is of essence to every one of us, right? Because this challenge is geared towards solving one of the sustainable development goals, right? And there are 17 of them. So if you have a goal that you have always wanted to, you know, seriously find solutions or be part of finding solution to it, then this is the chance to come in. You might not have the technical skill actually, but being able to voice that concern and then other people can come together and think of, okay, how do we solve this problem, right? How do we, and then we can think together about it. Now there's so many processes towards developing a solution. It's not just the technical part, right? There's so many, you have to look at the ethical part that goes into it. You have to look at the design that goes into it. You have to look at the psychology that goes into it. So, I mean, now you see me talking about different domains coming into just building a
Oh yeah.
solution. And then you're like, I thought it's just code. So it's not. There's so many things that come into it, right? And
Yeah.
now, depending on how you want to solve that problem, you might not be looking at. Okay, let me take for instance Jack. Jack is from the and then let's say one of the goals is maybe life underwater, and then you're talking about developing or tracking some kind of treatment or stuff like that. Now, this could, we might have to maybe partner with one of the other societies, maybe with Jack, and then look, figure out like what are the chemical combination that we have to do, and then we might start doing like some simulations, right? And then that means we have to look at some data stimulations, right? And they're looking at some genetic
Yeah.
engineering, and then we need competition to do stuff like this. And now we're looking at, okay, we might need compute power. How do we get that compute power? Now, that is where I bridge the gap. I could reach out to the support of the Google developers and say, okay, could we get like some credit to get compute power from, and then run this? Because that's one of the things that they provide during this challenge period. So I just try to show us like different ways which the support goes a long way for both the students and the community. And I just hope a lot of us will get interested in taking part. And the second part is the third part actually is the Google Summer of Code, which is in summer. And the new thing about this is that this year it's open to both students and non-students. Like it was just for students before. So that means even if you graduate before summer, you get to be part of it. And there's actually monetary gain to it. So the Google Summer of Code is, Google, they are like companies and then they're like participants that want to take part in projects for companies, and you apply to them. It's more like, I would call it like an internship, but I won't just directly call it an internship, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's an opportunity to also like learn, opportunity to add to the company. I mean, and there's also the financial gain to it. So whether you're a student or you'll be graduating before summer, you still have the opportunity to take part in that. So that means um, if you're feeling less of being able to be part of that. Then the community is also a place we can help boost your confidence technically, mentally, and otherwise. We could, how do you prepare to put in applications for that? How do think about the solutions, because there are problems that you have to apply to solve. So how do you think about them? These are the things, the skills that we try to like pass on and help everyone, through peer to peer. Have people in the groups community that will know more than you, and you have other things that you probably know better. So being able to learn together, grow together, and build together, to provide solutions for yourself and for the people around you, and to just provide that opportunity to have an experience to talk about after school. So this is
Yeah.
what we're all about, and there's more to
That's
it.
good.
There's always more to it, and you get to
Mm-hmm.
meet other people from other schools. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
participate in global meetups like this, then you
Mm-hmm.
get to meet people from other schools. Like we had the hack mass, which was in December, which was like about 9 schools from across UK.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine, if you participate in stuff like that, you get to meet people think with people from other cultures and other areas, and
Yes.
learn about people and their culture, and
Mm-hmm.
just grow in your ability to network, your ability to learn with
Mm-hmm.
people, and your ability to meet other people without without pressure. So there's a lot the
Yes.
community gets to give, and I just hope
Mm-hmm.
people
That's
get
good.
to participate while they're still in school,
Mm-hmm.
because some of these things are
Mm-hmm.
hard to get when you leave school.
I know.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank
Thank
you.
you for that. I mean, huge introduction about yourself. I can see that you are there's a lot about this
Yeah, there
society,
is.
and definitely it benefits, I believe, every single one that joins.
Yeah,
So we'll come back to you to
no
know
problem.
about more. You have talked about the global conferences you guys have, though what did you mention again? I think was the hack.
The
Was it
hackmas, which is
exactly? Yeah. I mean that just sounds fun. But we'll go to Jack now and ask him to introduce himself and his society. So we can
Hi there, my name's Jack.
listen.
I'm from Glasgow and I'm the president of the Pharmacy Society this year. I've been in
That's
the committee.
good.
I've been in the committee ever since we started. I was vice president last
Wow.
year and social rep the year before. As a society, we do a range of academic events as well as social events. And this year we've also teamed up with the University of Strathclyde's Pharmacy Society. So we're doing all students in Scotland get to access a wide range of academic events. So far, we've done future pharmacy. We're focusing on the environment and new up and coming technologies that are going to be utilised in the pharmacy services. And then next week, we've got a teaching event that we've organised about drugs used in paediatrics and neonates. And other events we've got in the pipeline for this semester are naloxone training and reducing the stigma around people who use drugs, and providing all students in RGU the opportunity to be trained up with naloxone, which is the drug which should be used in overdoses. We also host the annual pharmacy ball this year, which is in 3 or 4 weeks' time now, in the middle of February, and it's going to be at the P&G Live, and it's open to all members of all people. It's designed for people who study pharmacy, RG, but it's not exclusive to that. So anyone who's got an interest in pharmacy, more than welcome to join. I think we are one of the biggest societies at RGU this year and many other years before, and anyone's more than welcome to come and join.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Guys, what you guys, you both. I know I'm aware that the Google Society, Google Development Society, is a new one in RGU. So it's basically, well, you came into a season where students are not really there, and you can't really do many things about it. Same with Pharmacy Society. I'm sure you guys have been more active than you are before. So what are you guys kind of doing, to kind of get students engaged to your society? What are you guys planning to do? Oh, you're actively doing, to get your society involved with this whole season that we're in just now. I'll start from Jack, if that's okay. Yeah.
So I think regardless of COVID, we still had quite an active year this year. So we have had social events. We had our first social event in the beginning of term one, where we had over 150 of our members attend. We've also had
Wow.
regular academic events throughout last semester. And we've got 4 planned for this semester. We have got the Pharmacy Ball that's coming up, which has over 320 attendees. That will be coming to the event. So I think although COVID has been, it's been sort of a prevalent, and it's obviously very prevalent now. But I think we've adapted to working, and we have utilised both academic in-person and in-person events. So we've got a range of online and in-person, which I think has been quite good for the society, working in a new way.
That's good.
Reach a greater audience of not just RG students, but students and professionals across Scotland. It's allowed us to hear from some professionals that elsewise we wouldn't probably been able to hear from. We've had people that came from as far down as London and Aberdeen, Glasgow, Edinburgh, and everywhere in between. So we've really harnessed them and not let COVID hold us back, and really move forward with learning to live with COVID. And actually, I think it's broadened the horizons of many students in our society.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. What about you, Sobuchuku?
Honestly, it's been a little tough. I mean, considering we started in the COVID period, and for me, and like was more like my first year in UK as well. So trying to also settle in, and I just got into Aberdeen in September. Although I've been in UK since January, but went to Aberdeen and settling down with the school and the approach of everything, and setting up the club, registering the club. Like what should be done, how should it be done. Like you're still trying to you sure you're not breaking any rule, or in the creation of what you're doing, and trying to balance the constraints that presents itself. And then the question now lies with the students. How best do you want to serve them without derailing from the objectives of the club, right? And when we started, I started with more like an awareness, trying to have like different scopes of technology, like talking about how, I think I had like introduction to how technology disrupts the energy industry last year. There was quite some turn up, and I had like people, like speakers from different energy domains come. And I know one of the opportunities that I could have been presented itself was, people that would partner, that would, work for some of the companies that I invited, but I didn't have people come up. But so like these are like opportunities that in a way has tried to present itself for people, but the turnout has been a bit low. So I'm trying not to be discouraged, because I came to do this, right? I was at the point, but I was like, no, you don't have to be discouraged. So I came back with full force again, and trying to let people know that this is what they stand to gain. And because coming from I didn't start with tech initially, right? So in a way, I sort of understand. Like maybe majority be like, it's just for people that want to write code. I'm like, hello, it's not just about writing code. Like you have to write code for something, and you just don't write code. You have to write code for something. It's either you're in health or you're in business, and you're in energy, or stuff like that. Yeah. So, and before you write code, there's a domain knowledge, right? There's no you see Google even partnering with be some energy industries or some linguistic companies or stuff like that. Why do they partner with those domain driven companies? It's because you can't provide a solution for something you don't know anything about, right? So that means you can't write code for something you don't know anything about.
That's true.
Right?
That's
So
true.
regardless of whether you're writing code or not, there always has to be that collaboration between both parties. And we can't. I just talked about the solution challenge, and definitely the approach to solve a problem is to look at it from a domain approach, right? And we probably may need some health expertise to tell us the best approach to solve a health problem, or
Yeah.
and then we'll look for an energy expertise to tell us how to solve a problem in energy, or a language expertise to tell us how to solve a problem in language, or stuff like that. So it's more like
Stuff like
I
that.
was trying to encourage people to come in. You don't need to know how to write code. I mean, at some point, you might
Yeah.
even need some kind of design. That means if you're in creative, architecture or stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're not left out, right? So there's always
So you
something to
welcome
give.
basically every background of
Yes,
students that
exactly.
want to solve
Because
a problem.
exactly, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you will find yourself, and that thing that you will find yourself like even in a company, let's say in the architecture, maybe an architectural company like that, you use some IT, use some IT solutions
Of course.
to
Yeah.
drive your
I mean, that's
business,
everywhere, to be fair.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you need to be able to understand. You don't need to be able to write the code. You just need to be able to understand how to interact with that solution that has been provided for you, right?
Exactly.
And that is also something, that's also a skill to learn, right? So
Exactly.
those are things that we're trying to provide. Whether you're learning to code or not, there's always something to take home technically to help you grow in your place of work. Technology drives productivity in every scope you think about.
Yeah.
So you don't need to want to learn to code when you join. You just need to be able to grow with the technology. You just need to be able to understand how to adapt to technology, regardless of the space you find yourself in. And
Yes.
that's just what we are all about. So I just
Wow, this is good.
that is that is the
No.
approach
I
for
can't
me, and
see.
that is what I've been trying to let people know.
No. That's good. That's good. And it's good that you are new society and you are not discouraged and you are very passionate about what you guys are for, which is very good. It is quite difficult for a society like you to have how can I say um how would I explain? It's not Google Development Society is not like, for example, I would compare now to Pharmacy Society. It's basically Pharmacy Society students that would join. So it's kind of it's open like to all kind of
Yeah, anyone,
all kind
everyone.
of yeah, everyone, and it's good. It's challenging, and I really hope so that people that are watching us, and heard you, they join your society and make the most of it. This is really nice.
I mean,
Okay.
and also
All
like
right.
other societies, you might need some technical advice, challenge, where also can help in driving some scope in that direction. So that's also
That's
another
good.
way
That's
we are
good.
looking at it. Yeah.
In terms of membership just now, Jack, I think you mentioned that I am not sure if I heard it right, but you mentioned that you guys are now 150 in membership. Is that what you mentioned?
No, currently we're sitting at 225 members, I think, in our
Oh,
society.
wow. Okay. This is good. So in terms of membership, you guys are bombing.
Yeah, we've got quite a
This is
high
really nice.
number of members this year.
Oh, that's good. And most of them, how do you basically get them out? Was it through freshers? Well, it's just
I would say it was one of the biggest drives was during Freshers Week. We've got an active Instagram account, which we found recently. We've just appointed 2 social media leads this last week.
That's
So to
good.
drive that forward, we had set this year to have a target of 200 members, and we've surpassed that. So I'm quite pleased and proud of that. But I would
Okay.
say through Instagram has been a big growth for the society, as well as word of mouth, doing regular events, and just
Yeah,
trying to keep
that
our
really
students
that
updated.
that's a really effective way as well.
And it
Word of mouth.
seems to be working. So we're doing
Yeah.
something right.
Even though everything now is virtual, social media and everything, but it still works. I'm part of this society. Why
Yeah.
can't you just come and join us? No. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. So yeah, so Majuku, your
Yeah.
membership, how is that looking like?
I would say it's just around 30 something for now.
Okay,
But
that's
for
good.
me personally, like the numbers isn't really like the
The thing.
it of it, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for me, it's more about the impact at the end of the day,
Of course.
right? Because
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
the goal is that someone who goes through the community has
Mm-hmm.
something to take home at the end of their stay in the community
Exactly.
and in school.
And
All right,
impact the community. Yeah.
so that's what is for me. So
That's the goal.
that's
Mm-hmm.
what's most important for me. So I don't, if
Yeah,
I have 10
absolutely.
people and then at the end of the day, those 10 people say, Sobe, this was really helpful. And then, yeah, I
Mm.
could sleep well at night.
That's it. That's it. You
Yeah.
have achieved your goal. That's good. That's
Yes.
good. I like that. I like that. Yeah, really, because it's not really about the numbers, but the impact and the benefit that brings to each one of the
Yeah.
members. So that's really good. That's really good. So yeah, what are you guys looking at to do for the rest of the semester? What would you say, like to someone that wants to join your society just now? What do you guys have in store for them for the rest of the semester if they join? I'll start from Jack.
So this semester we've got a range of academic events, a range of social events. We've got, I think a big part of our society is it is mainly based for pharmacy students, I say, but
Mm-hmm.
we understand that the M-Pharm course is quite a tough and challenging course. So we aim to build relationships between the year groups, especially with COVID,
Yeah.
with everyone not being on campus at the same time. So we aim to have we've got individual year group socials as well as full course socials. We're quite a close, even though there is roughly about 400 people in the M-Pharm course, we are still quite a close-knit course. And we do regular adoption nights. We've got families set up, so we've got a support system of people going from fourth all the way down to first year, so that people that know each other throughout the years. So if you're someone that's studying pharmacy or thinking of studying pharmacy or got an interest in pharmacy, come along. You can meet people that got similar interests and have a good time with us all.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Ah, that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. Thanks, Jack. And Tobachuko.
Yeah.
What do you have
Okay.
in store for students?
Three major things, which is
Uh-huh.
one I've mentioned earlier, the solution challenge. And so for the solution challenge and the Google Summer of Code, there is a line of technical workshops that are arranged to channel that, right? Because you gather the skill, you transfer it towards the project, and
Yeah.
then you participate in the project fully. So it's more
Mm-hmm.
like giving you that experience to put on your maybe on your resume or your
Yeah.
LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
I have done
Absolutely.
this, and just have that experience piled up for you. And one of the things I'm trying to also get, like this is one that is just like already stamped, but apart
Yeah.
from that, I'm looking at trying to see how possible to like provide more opportunities of partnership, even if it's not paid, like more like a volunteer to work on projects across different scope. Like I know I already have like some discussion ongoing with um one of the speakers I invited last year on, but I just need people to show interest in the community, and then I could say, okay, I have so number of persons that I could give you
Yeah.
to work with you on your project and stuff like that, and then I can continue having like that discussion with a lot of other partnership I have planned up. So it's just providing
Yes.
that opportunity for people to build that experience and have that experience stamped that they have done, and give them the confidence as they push forward in their career to seek for great things and pursue greater
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Oh, this is really nice. This is really nice. I like that. I like that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Where can students actually find you? If they want to join your society, what should they do? Do you have any social media? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jack?
mentioned before, we're active on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at RG FarmSoc. What you'll find on Instagram at RG FarmSoc. Also on the Union website, it's a great place to read about what we've done before, and that's where you can join directly on RGU Union. so you can join there. So, but yeah, we're quite active on our Instagram. So RG PharmSoc is our handle.
That's good. That's good. So, guys, if you want to join Pharmacy Society, you know where to find Jack. Thank you, Jack. And what about you, Sobin?
Currently, I apologize that most the social media handles aren't entirely active because it's just me. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing. But
I
the
know,
first
that's
place
okay.
I would direct us to is the website, which is the Gdse website. I mean,
Yes.
that is where you see every other program across all the GDSs. And so, go to GDSE and just look up for RGU and you find us
You'll find that.
there. Yeah. So
Awesome.
every other thing that needs to be known is on the website, on the chapter website. So gdse.community.dev and then look up for
Yes.
RGU.
Okay, good. I mean, if you guys have any for those at home that wants to join any society, if you guys are having difficulties of finding Jack or Sobichuku, you can always find me. I'm always there. RGU_VP Societies. That's my handle for Instagram. So you can just pop up a message and I direct you guys to them. Okay, this was fun. It was a really productive 30 minutes. Is there any other, final words you guys want to say? Jack, anything to round up?
Thanks for coming along, and anyone's more than welcome to come and join us.
This is great. What
Thank you
about
for the
Sobe?
opportunity. And it was really nice having to share our goals with everyone. And I hope to see us. One last thing. So we have our kickoff meeting on Friday, 5 p.m. For the
Good.
solution challenge. And the link is on the chapter website. Everything is on the chapter website, as I said earlier. So it's just to talk about how to participate proper in the solution challenge and how to get started and how to receive resources when you need them and, meet other interested students as well. So it's on Friday by 5 p.m. online for now. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you guys very, very, very much. These are not only the academic societies, guys, but you can find the various academic societies on our website. So check it out if you want to join them. And yeah, have fun. Uni is not only degree, guys. So make sure you join you join societies. It's really good. Okay then. Thank you very much, Sobichuku.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone that watched. And catch you tomorrow for the hobbies, societies, interest societies. And we'll have a chat at the same time. So see you there. Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.